About, I know that I lived in It says, keep up the good work with Café California. It's nice to see a television program which not only entertains, but also informs us. I don't ever miss it. It's my telenovela. Gracias for your contribution to the Latino community. Que Dios los bendiga. That's from Carla Inzunza, Huntington Beach, California. Well, Carla, I solemnly swear to remain the bastion of Latino infotainment, or my name isn't Cristobal Franco Emilio Burgoa de la Niña de Pinta de la Santa María Llenas de Gracias. Cris Franco. Hi, we're back. I'm talking about Debbie Gutierrez's hair.
I combed it.
What is the ethnic statement of your hair, Debbie?
It says, it was straight this morning before I got up with the kids.
No, listen, we were talking, Debbie had a question.
She said, why is it?
Listen, I have a theory, and this is it. America is a capitalistic country. It works by selling.
Okay.
If you don't know who you're selling to, you know, America wants to be able to sell to all of us.
Right.
That's where we get our power. All the big magazines, all the big changes are coming because Latinos are putting down money and we represent money.
Correct.
They're looking for a way to kind of corral us into one thing so they'll know how to sell to us, what we are. It is all based on money, more or less, and that is my theory. And Americans get scared, rather American business gets scared when they can't sell to you and they don't know what you are. If you speak a different language, how are you going to sell to this person?
Or
it's
if you
rather
look
threatening.
different. Even if you look different. Because I find even just, I stopped going on auditions for this very reason, but they're looking for lighter skinned girls. As if...
But this is America, that doesn't happen.
I mean, we don't, when we do our advertising, we don't go looking for that. I mean,
I see that. No, I don't know about you, but I see nothing but white faces coming through the commercials. Don't tell me you don't look for it. It's like when you see Ricky Martin. Ricky Martin gets the blonde girls.
You're absolutely right, and still it's a certain height, a certain weight, a certain look, a certain nose,
and
a certain
indigenous.
Hair. You like my hair. I would never be selected for a shampoo commercial.
Why
There's
not?
Because it's
that
not long, blonde, and exactly.
That is so wrong.
But whose fault is that?
I blame the advertising guys.
You know, people that go back to the conquest, that the Europeans conquered the indigenous, and it has always remained the same. That the European was the more dominant, the more intelligent, perhaps, the more...
They were never more intelligent.
No, I mean, not. I'm just saying that is the perception.
You're touching a point about economics. You're touching a point about economics. 20 years ago, when we started maybe this business of Hispanic, quote-unquote, Hispanic advertising for better label, okay, we only had a very few selected groups we can go after, and it was very simple. It's becoming more and more difficult for us, our niche market, to go and identify people.
But who are the majority, though?
No, there's no majority here.
Oh, yes, sir. That is an out-and-out lie.
You know what? Wait.
That is a lie. There is a majority.
Let me finish my statement.
No, but I can't let you go on with a lie, because the majority are people of Mexican descent, and you throw in the Mexicans and Central Americans descent, and that is a majority.
Let me say,
don't promote that lie.
say that we are concentrating our efforts into the market by concentrating the core values versus the looks.
Correct.
That is completely different.
That the family is number one. That we're very product.
High quality.
Absolutely. Identify.
Who told you all of this? Who told you
research is indicated.
Who does this research?
Us, people.
People like yourself, who frame the questions in such a way that you're going to get the answer that you want.
I don't know. You're saying that you can fool people all the time.
I think he's getting answers from people that respond.
But who gives them the information? It's being promoted by the television. You're Hispanic, you're Latino, hey, this is about unity, this is about this, and then he goes and asks the question, and then they're going to write it exactly the way it's been told on the magazines, in the television, on the radio, and they're going to write down exactly what they've been programmed to say.
You want us to do away with television, not with Latino labels. I mean,
Olean's had it with technology. Unplug your television.
You know, and the majority of the times when we do research, actually, we don't even talk about the product. We just talk in general. I think the core values need to come back before we go back and say...
Absolutely.
How about before
core values?
Before values, how about truth? How about truth?
Absolutely.
Is truth so dangerous to talk about the truth which means we're talking about the racism within your industry,
Yeah, but
the racism within the labels.
Okay, truth. Were you born here or where?
I was born on this land.
All right.
Yes.
So speaking about truth, you talking about being of the Mexican descent, which is correct, but you were born here in the U.S. land.
I didn't say I was born here in the U.S. land. I don't acknowledge that
then,
fact.
What is your passport?
My concern that I have, and I applaud you for your efforts to trying to bring something to light, but I think there is a way to do this to convince people, convert people to what you're doing, but it has to be in a tone that it really appeals.
We tried.
In a positive manner.
We tried the
other
other
than
tone.
that, you will not.
You are absolutely right.
Because that provides a negative view.
You know,
What we want.
We got it.
Okay, what I wanted to say is on what both of you are saying. Truth, like in the business that I chose, the art that I perform, truth is truth no matter what color you are, and funny is funny no matter what color you are, and honest acting comes from inside no matter what color you are.
But Hispanic and Latino are not true.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I don't need the label on my forehead and T-shirt to go out and be a wonderful performer. And
that part
is
true.
And I think that more people that are trying to make me be proud of my culture and instill it and embrace it everywhere I go, I'm going to be different. And I'm not, we're going to get much farther as a group the more we find that we're alike.
Believe me, we're trying to find ways to portray our cultures better and better as advertisers allows us to do into the marketplace. It's taken a long process, but by doing this, we're going to set us back 20 years ago.
We have gone back 20 years because of your promotion, because of your attitude, because of the denial of the racism and what you're talking about, because of the denial of the color issues. Hey, how many more women are dyeing their hair blonde from 20 years ago?
But that's a choice.
That's
a
true.
choice.
You know what?
Because
she's going to get more work than I do.
No,
she
because
that's part of the racism.
I don't get work because of my hair. Every time I book a job, I dye it dark.
Because they know it's not true. They can tell it's not real.
Thank you very much.
Let me tell you this.
You know, Latinas use 4 times more hair color than others.
She probably got it from a novella, right? No, you didn't.
No.
Right?
It's
She
all
got it
because
because she's a choice.
Because she watched novellas.
It's an aesthetic.
She watches white
Actually,
beauty according to what Americans tell them.
Let's be honest. When people are interviewed, there's a certain kind of person they're going to walk up to and ask directions.
And if you're brown,
and
you're
tell
not
what
going to get it.
Probably not.
blondes have more fun.
No.
You got a point there.
You know what? And
This show is
You're not
going
a blonde,
so
though.
deep. This show is really probing a lot deeper than I thought it would probe.
I think it's all about choices.
You know,
Simple as that.
But you have to have the knowledge behind those choices. If you don't have the knowledge behind those choices, are you making real choices, or are you just being a parrot, repeating what you've been put into your head?
I want to talk a little bit about Generation Enya, which are the 20 and 30-year-olds that have been featured in Newsweek magazine this week. And I want to know, do you feel that these kids, that most of them are now in a different consciousness? I mean, now it's cool to be Latino. It's like they don't have the struggle. I mean, I know you're saying Newsweek magazine.
Yeah, because you're promoting.
No, for this age group, it's different. I mean, it is different. It's okay. Diversity's okay.
It's a choice that you're promoting. You're promoting